Hi, looks like okay, good. So I have my volume looks okay. So good, good. First of all, I haven't done a live stream in a to me it feels like a really, really long time. Um and it's been a there's personal reasons behind it. Um, I've had my so to speak my ups and downs personally. Um But I'm back, and the reason I wanted to go live today is because here, I want to go ahead and let me do this real quick. I'm going to copy and paste something that I saw this online, and I don't know this, as you see the title is, is where did CC Unit go? And so basically, if people who don't know, who sub my channel, or who don't know in general, CC Unit is an organization that catches child pedos. Let's say I'll say it that way, so YouTube doesn't go crazy on me and take me down or give me a strike. So basically, they basically it's like the reason I say organization is because there's a number of people. There's I don't know how many, but there's like a hand more than a handful of people that are a part of catching child preds that try to look for kids online, and they go to and they have like decoys, that go to like Grinder or different. See, I don't know all these platforms. Like people know Grinder is a dating app site, and I guess a lot of kids. Well, these decoys, they you can't go into these apps unless the profile says that you're 18. But these decoys, they decoy as though they're much younger, like 14 or 15, and they set up these accounts to catch adults that try to meet up with teens or children, let's say kids. And once see like I don't go on any like dating websites or anything like that. So I used to, I'll admit I've gone on Match.com, but that and I've dated women from there. So, but that was years ago. So I know how the whole dating online thing works. I'm familiar with it. That is. So anyway, once you go in there and the person says, "Oh, I'm actually 15," even though it says 18, the person should either block them or just stop chatting with them altogether. But a lot of these guys, it's mostly males, but there have been females that have been caught. It's rare, but it has happened. And what happens is they keep chatting with them and they get even more interested because some adults like kids for whatever freaking crazy reason, disgusting reason, really. So anyway, he's been basically the point I'm making a live stream. That's just to give you a background for whoever feels like watching, whoever actually watches this live. Um, and so let's see. So he's been kind of missing. I've been following him for years, for I'd say at least 3 years. And him and his team, and he actually made me a moderator at some point. And he's been missing for like the last year and a half or so, or year. It's been a year. He hasn't posted anything, and I'm wondering like why hasn't he continue to catch these creeps, And and as the description that I wrote in is that um, that's what it means. CC unit means creep catchers. So that's his way of saying creep instead of pedos or whatever word you want to use. Um, so he's been missing for about a little over a year, and I went online, or actually he did a premiere today, earlier today. And here, let me. Wow, this is a long one. So let me copy and paste this for anyone who really is interested in this. Um, oh, oh, it won't let me do that one. I'm not sure why. That's weird. Oh, hmm, that's strange. Okay, I'll look into that, but it's not letting me put that in here. So basically, what I'm trying to put in the live chat is, um, I guess during the premiere, everyone who followed him or who still follows him were wondering like where did he go? And I guess what happened is, and people were like throwing rumors around and stuff. Um, in the chat, and I didn't know what happened. I didn't investigate anything. And I guess because he's actually nationally known. He's been on the news like in his local area. He lives in California. He's been actually on the news several times, and he actually met for people who know Chris Hansen. He actually met and interviewed with Chris Hansen. I don't know if people are familiar with Chris Hansen. He was on a famous show called To Catch a Predator, and he so he was I used to watch that when I was a lot, yeah, or when that first came out. And so he's very well known. So basically, to cut to the chase, because I'm not going to be on here very long, CC Unit Ghost is, they call him he calls himself Ghost, but actually they exposed his real name because he got arrested. Okay, I'm not trying to bring him down or anything. I'm not here to bring him or his channel down, because I think he does a great cause by trying to catch these child predators. Um, from this, take these guys off the street and get them. He gets them arrested. He gets most of them arrested. That he catches. Oh, like they have a meeting spot, like Walmart or somewhere, and then he ends up just like a lot of catchers do. They have a meeting spot, and then he basically talks to them, interviews them, exposes them, and then gets them. Police come and they get arrested. So, so I guess, and one of the things that you have to understand about him is that he's Palestinian. So I don't know if, like me, I'm not really like, I don't know a whole lot about Israel and Palestine, because I know that they've been feuding or having a war against each other for decades. And he's really big on Palestine because he's a Palestinian, and he goes to protests and he does that kind of thing. And I guess he went to a local. I guess Israel had some kind of synagogue where they were going to announce some kind of territory. Here, let me read it. It says right here. But oh yeah, yeah. So they were at a synagogue in Israel. Israelis were having like some kind of an announcement for territory in Israel to be moved or something like that, and Palestinians showed up to protest it because, see, I'm not clear on that, but I think it's because they're taking over more territory, which is what Palestinian people disagree with, and they protest. I guess Palestinians have been wronged for many years, and like that's why a lot of protests, they say free Palestine. And so, see, like I don't understand the whole thing, but I get like kind of like the basic part of it. So basically, he got arrested, man. He got arrested because this is sad, man. He got arrested because I guess he punched an Israeli. It was considered a hate crime. It says right here the FBI is involved with CC Unit due to an investigation into Zayed Gites Satani. I guess that's his real name. the operator of the online vigilante page. I don't know why they call it a vigilante page. It's not anything evil. He's just trying to catch, child molesters. So it says vigilante page creep catchers CC unit based in Carlsbad, California. The involvement is resulting in charges involved with several specific developments. FBI search July 2025. Federal agents and the Carlsbad Police Department executed a court-authorized search warrant at Gistani's residence. Um, I mean, basically, Gittesatani was arrested and indicted on a federal hate crime charge. The Department of Justice alleges he physically assaulted a Jewish man near Los Angeles synagogue. Uh, Prosecutors state Gittesatani, I'm sorry, I can't pronounce his name. Gittesatani punched the victim, boasted about the attack on Instagram, and faces up to 10 years in federal prison if convicted. Wow. Okay, so the original CC unit platform is an online vigilante group known for posting videos of individuals attempting to meet minors for sex. Further information and case details can be found on the official Department of Justice.gov. I haven't gone that far to look into it, but that's kind of sad, man. That's how deep rooted. That's kind of how deep rooted when people are religious, how deep rooted in their heart it is that people get violent. That's why I'm not religious. This is why I've always said I'm not religious, because it can create violence when it gets that bad, when it gets that deep, that that one group is hurting another group because of their religion, because one group possibly killed people from another religious group, and or took over their territory or land. So um, I mean, if he really truly did this, which it looks like he did, and he gets convicted, I mean, and then according to the Google, it says it's in Google. So a lot of times I don't trust Google, but in this case, like, this is a federal charge, so this has to be, like, if you're indicted with something, especially something serious, it's public information. So if he gets indicted with this, it goes to show that, and that religion it can be horrible. I'm not saying, if you're religious and you're part of my channel or you sub my channel, by all means, just be kind to people. That's it. um but I still support the cause of what CC unit does, or what I mean by the organization of catching uh adults that try to meet up with kids, to do evil to them. um so I guess the other teammates or team members of the other part of the unit that are that did and then part of it is that this premiere that happened, the other part of the team is actually continuing on with their quest to catch these predators. So that's why they did a premiere, and the person in the premiere is actually, his name is Joe, I think. I kind of know his voice. I've never met any of these people, but Joe I know is a big one that is very important on the team. He's one of the leaders, and there's somebody else. I think his name is John. I'm not sure. There's a few other people that are very very high up, and they're like administrators to the CC unit channel, which I posted that link in the chat if you want to check it out. Um, but just, if this is not an interest to you, by all means disregard what I'm saying. But this is a big subject in America and in the world, in other countries. I mean, kids get, like, human trafficking happens, and kids get you know, get raped and things like that, molested and things like that. I hope YouTube doesn't give me a strike for using those words, because I know YouTube is very sensitive with certain things, and I've had a strike before when the whole COVID thing came out, and I started talking about the jab, so to speak. But check it out if it's interest to you. Check it out. I sub to other, um, you know, pride catchers channels, and I think I actually went online with some of them before, but I'm not going to go through them right now. But I thought I'd use this as my little so-called first step in going back on doing live streams again. Um, and I thought it was interesting that he did a premiere. I was like, to be honest with you, I haven't even been online for like almost 2 months, not even looking at YouTube or anything. Been, like I said, I've been doing other personal things for myself. Um, but when I still get notifications on my phone because I still have my phone and I still get notifications, but I disregard them because being online doesn't. It was like I decided just to leave it in general for a while, which has been kind of cool because it made me focus on. It didn't make me. I started focusing on. I started going outside more, so to speak. So, and I've been exercising a lot more lately. I just got home from a bike ride earlier, so that's kind of, I guess, it's kind of cool because a lot of people, kids, people, adults, maybe focus on being online too much, like I have, and I'm guilty of it. So go out and enjoy yourself. Oh, go out and into wherever you go, whatever you do, enjoy the weather. Right now it's summer here, so it's kind of cool to. It's been hot a lot lately, but it's been cool to enjoy the weather and being out instead of being online, being locked to my computer or being online. So anyway, check it out. So again, I'm gonna just refresh what I've said. So CC unit, I'm going doing a live stream. I haven't done a live stream in a long time, but CC unit is, I guess he's back. Not he, the ghost, which he calls himself Ghost. He's not a ghost anymore because we all know his real name now. Uh, they did a premiere earlier today, and they caught another guy who got arrested for trying to meet up with a boy, a guy trying to meet a boy for sex, and he got arrested. And but go the leader, which has used what he calls himself as Ghost, wasn't there because he's being indicted by the federal government for a hate crime, for punching an Israeli. The reason I don't know, but I'm guessing it's because of religious purposes. Because Palestinians, I don't know. Don't quote me on this. I could be wrong. A lot of Palestinians hate Israelis because of the crimes that they've committed against them. So I guess he voluntarily, on his own, without the other guy causing any harm to him, punched him twice. And then Ghost went on his Instagram or whatever else he has, social media, and bragged about it, boasted about it, and showed his bloody fists that he punched this guy. And I guess that he's been federally charged for this hate crime. Because it's one thing to, like, in here in America, it's one thing to say negative things about another religion just to say, because it's freedom of speech, right? But it's another thing to physically harm someone for that hatred towards that religion, and that's why it's considered a hate crime. And I guess according to law, to I don't know if it's a new law or if it's been existing for a long time, But according to the indictment, the arrest, he's been federally charged. And for people who don't know, that is that's basically it's a felony. So I guess he got arrested sometime last year. It says July 2025, which is exactly a year ago. So he got federally charged for it. And trust me, I'm a support. He made me a moderator, so I'm a supporter of him. But man, hate crimes. I don't know, man. That's again. I'm gonna repeat it again. That's why I'm not religious, because some people are so passionate about their religion, they're willing to hurt other people from another religion, and that's what he did. And now he's facing 10. He's possibly, if he gets convicted, he's facing 10 years in federal prison, not regular state prison in state California prison. He's he's facing federal prison, which is hardcore stuff, man. You know, those kind of prisons, from what I understand, don't play around. Those are people who don't play around. They're very violent people. So check it out, and the link is in the chat for the premiere that came out today. I've been wondering what happened to CC Unit and or to the channel, let's say, because normally he posted something every week or every other week, and he would even do a live stream for the catch, and I was always like exciting for me to watch him and his team catch all these creeps, man, all these predators. And now I was wondering, like, why is he why where did he go? You know, what happened to him? And I guess people in the chat in this premiere were that did their research, and one of them just Googled it. They just Googled CC Unit FBI, and then boom, that came up. What I read earlier, and they actually stated his name. So he's not a ghost anymore. He always proclaimed himself as Ghost, but now his real name, and it doesn't matter, but his name is Zayed Kites Kitesatani or something. I can't even pronounce his name. Anyway, I tried to copy and paste this, but it won't let me. I don't know why. Here, let me try it again. No, it won't let me. I don't. Oh, it's probably because it's too many characters. Okay, I'll forget it. So just if you want to look it up, if you're interested at all, because I've been following CC Unit for years, for at least 3 years, which I said earlier. So this is interesting to me to see what the hell what the hell happened to him, and that's what's happened to him. So if you're really interested, Google CC Unit FBI, and you'll see all the information on him as far as his indictment. And he pleaded not guilty, by the way, which is kind of weird because he must have a really damn good lawyer, because boasting it on this is the crazy thing about social media. Social media is like evidence forensic scientific evidence for crime cases, especially violent ones. Supposedly he hit this guy, this Israeli, like from behind, and he had enough to he hurt him enough to have a bloody fists, and he went online to boast about it. Like, and that's honestly, I'm sorry, but that's childish and evil. So I hope that CC Unit, the rest of the team members are not like that. I hope they continue catching these creeps, get them off the streets, send those guys to prison. To prison. But what he did was wrong, man. You know, and anybody who commits violence on somebody else for any reason is wrong. Um, so I don't know. Check it out. If you want to check it out, go ahead. If not, it's cool. But I'm gonna be doing more live streams if I find something interesting. Some of the subjects that I cover are um, Well, this is something that I don't really cover that often, but I have covered it for channels that I do support. Channels that catch child predators. So, but I have covered like government systems that are corrupt. This place that we live in, which is my biggest subject, which we've been lied to about that. Uh, that we don't live on a spinning ball, and a lot of people don't know that they don't know anything about it. They're so brainwashed and indoctrinated from from school and the educational system. I've been through all that, but one of the things that has never left me is common sense. So my common sense is always there, even when I make my own mistakes. When I make my own mistakes, I know that I made a mistake because I decided that. I decided, to do something that was not right. And I'm not talking about crimes. It's just uh, things that are unhealthy for me. For example, that's exactly what I'm talking about, um, specifically. But I'm getting better at it. I've started exercising again. Like I said, I went on a bike ride um, and I've been walking a lot and doing weights, things like that. So I'm trying to get healthier again. But check it out. Check it out. I'm not gonna keep repeating myself. That's mainly why I came on. I wanted people that sub my channel to look at this, discern for yourself. And if you want to look at the premiere, there's the link on in the chat room, and you can read. You can not only see the catch. Usually, a premiere, when they do a premiere, it's not live, right? Most people know that it's been done before. They're just doing a premiere to re-show it, to show it again, to replay it. Let's say to for people to remind them of what happened before. Now, this catch that's a premiere, that's in the chat room. The link. I don't remember that one, so I must have missed that one. And the person that's leading that catch, I'm very sure because I know the team really well. His name is Joe. He's one of the he's a very good friend of Ghost and everyone else on the team, and he was leading it with another person on there. I think his name is John. So I don't know everyone, but I know Joe, and I think he was leading that. I don't think I know that he was leading. He was on the guy on the camera. So check it out, and there's a lot of interesting comments in the chat because everyone's like, "Where's Ghost?" and all this and all that, and then people who actually cared enough or were I should say interested enough, did their own research, then looked it up, and I guess somebody said all you have to do is go to Google and and type in CC Unit FBI, and boom, they even have images of him. So it's real, man. This really happened to him. So anyway, people, if you're religious, listen to me. I'm not religious, okay? But if you are, please be kind to everyone else. If they don't believe what you believe in, who cares? Just focus on yourself, your family, whoever. If you're married, you have kids, your loved ones, focus on your. That's what real religion is really about. It's like if you're religious to your book or to your church, your God, then just be loving to yourself and to the people around you, and that's it. If you don't agree with other people's religion, then leave it alone. But apparently, this is what happens. He Palestinians have a great hatred towards Israeli Israel people. Let's say that. I don't know how to say Israelites or whatever. Anyway, there's a history behind it. So there's violence and people kill each other for that and stuff. So anyway, I'm gonna get offline. But whoever joined, thank you for joining, and smash the like if you like it, or make a comment and post the subject. I had a few people come into the chat room and they actually interacted with the subject that I was talking about. I haven't seen them come back, but I asked them to, or anyone who subs my channel and likes the live stream, to actually post a comment of a subject that they're interested in. Um, and if they're interested in it, then I'll definitely, if I don't know a lot about it, because I have done a lot of my own, I have my own background that I've, my own research that I've done of different things, my own knowledge of a lot of different things. If I haven't, I'll look into whatever subject it is that you're interested in, and if it sounds interesting to me, I'll go live with it, and I'll even post some links in here to corroborate that what I'm saying is true. So anyway, thank you for coming in, whoever did. I love you all, and till next time, take care. Bye.